Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Marc Isaac Potter Presents. We're visiting today with Richard Liersch, who has been on the show a couple of times, and we're going to further explore his group called My Living Legacy. Is it officially a company, Richard, or not?
Yes, it is a LLC. It is a company.
It's an
Yeah, I was.
LLC. Okay, good. All right. He doesn't charge a lot, but we talked about money you charged a while back on a because we've had 3 or 4 or 5 phone conversations about the company and about what you're doing. You didn't charge for many years. You've been doing this 40 years, but then you've charged a few times. You said like $400 or $500 maybe to do the entire legacy
Yeah,
story of a person.
when I do this, sometimes I'll advertise locally,
Okay.
and what happens is people usually pay to have a video recording done. On the average
Okay.
is between uh, $200 to $500. That's an average. Now,
And
if you look on the
okay.
internet, you'll find that some people will charge between $5,000 and $10,000
Oh yeah, no,
to do
I'm
a
in the
video
same
like
boat.
story.
Yeah, we're in my business. Let me put a plug in for myself. Unusually, I I used to price video as part of my job in a tech startup. And when I just getting over COVID, when I got into this part of my business, I went back out in the field by telephone and priced everybody again. And to this day, there are people out there on their website, it publicly says they're charging 12 to $60,000 for one show.
Mhm.
That's not a Los Angeles show. That's not, Blue Bloods or something. That's just a commercial show for somebody. So we start at $9.99 on my show as a price, or $9.95, I guess it is. And then sometimes, not all the time, for a new customer only, we will drop it down to like 485, which is like an immediate 50% reduction.
Mhm.
So we're very price sensitive. We run a deficit every month. I've got a run rate that burns my ass because I lose money every month. I don't want to necessarily lose it, but it is. But anyway, getting back to your program, you're doing you're gonna start I'm trying to encourage you to charge more often. And I'm trying to encourage people to get to know you, how lovely you are, so they will call you or email you and say, this is what I want to do, and I would like to I would like to have you do the legacy of my grandmother or father or somebody, my brother or whatever it is, right? And you're open to doing that, right?
Yeah, I've been, you see, at my age now, I've been selling the internet, my download on the internet, for 9.95, and
What
that
does that
download,
whoa, back up the truck. What does that mean? You're selling your download. What does that mean?
in other words, mylivinglegacy.net, you know,
Yeah.
is a is a download on on the web. So it's a complete how-to video record your life story. It's
Oh,
copyrighted.
how to and a how to program. Okay.
Yeah, so I've kind of moved away from, doing people's life stories and selling my download. And if people call up and they want some help on it, I'm more than
Yeah.
glad to advise them. You know, Doing this once Costco got their hands on it, it sold, like I said, everywhere in the world. So I would be
Yeah.
getting calls
Okay.
from
Good.
London, yeah,
Now,
from
when you
London.
say, okay, is it come in the form of an ebook, video, what?
It's an ebook, yes.
Okay, so you haven't, this is new information for me. Well, that's good. So you have an
And
ebook. What's
what it does, it starts you from the beginning of your life all the way to the end, and hundreds of questions how to do a proper interview, also with the lighting and the sound techniques, and helping people on location
well,
so they can.
that's gee whiz, that's wonderful. I didn't know that. So let's just I love to repeat stuff.
Sure.
So let's go through this again. So you have, first of all, you have a website which is called mylivinglegend.net.
Yeah.
And you're saying on your website you have a download ebook people can download for $9.95 or what?
Yep. Yes.
And they can learn on their own how to go about doing a My Living Legend project for a loved one.
Yes.
Wow, how many copies do you think you've sold over the years?
Can't tell you how
Million?
many. Huh?
100,000?
No, no, thousands. But the point was that um, it dwindled off. Some people copied a little bit of it, but it's
Yeah,
copyright. And if you see what I've created on there, it's one of a kind
yeah,
because,
yeah. I don't doubt it. Yeah, okay.
and it
That's
took me
good.
about 2 years to write it,
Okay.
and a lot of wonderful people along the way to get it to go where it is now. If you go to uh, video life history on Google, it's number one.
Huh.
It
I'll
should
be
be.
darned. Now wait, let me
You
figure
can
this
try and
out
see what
here.
happens. Video
Yeah.
life history.
Okay. Is that information all also on your website or not?
Um,
That backed
People will find it organically very easily.
video life history. If we put that phrase into YouTube, your thing will come up as number one.
No, Google.
I mean, oh, Google. Okay, and it comes up what your website comes up or what?
Yeah, yeah. It shows My Living Legacy on there.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. My gosh, a lot of people would chew off their arm to get number one on Google. I'll tell you. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it
I
was.
I take a lot of classes. You're in Alignable, right? Isn't that where we met on Alignable?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so
And
you know,
as what you and I both say, it's a wonderful way for people to really chat and converse on a very down to earth method of
yeah, 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 very
living
much
with
so.
people.
Well, I love this. I didn't know that you did that. And you said when it really, how many years has your book been out there, do you think?
About 12 years, 14 years now, something like that. So
Okay.
I've sold it, in all different corners of the world,
You think maybe what,
anywhere that's
10
English.
10,000 copies or what?
Yeah, a lot less, I think. It's
Okay.
it's dwindled, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
And
what I'm going to try to figure out what the trajectory is of it because you said what bumped it up at one point was a magazine article in the Costco magazine.
yes, it was very
About
generous of them.
about when did that happen
It was
approximately?
about 5 years ago now, and
Okay.
it was all about saving a life story.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And
And then
then
they published an article what they interviewed you or what?
yes, they interviewed me and then put a link in.
Okay.
And the very generous people, I never realized the outreach that Costco has. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I
and,
didn't I didn't even know they had a magazine, let alone anybody would look at it. So yeah.
oh,
So
yeah,
before the Costco article, how many copies do you think you were selling per month?
maybe 100. It was not very many because you try and put it on different venues like Google or other advertising venues, and you find you're just throwing money away.
Yeah, okay, this is really good. I think we should do two or three shows about this because this is marketing information here. You don't mind talking about this, right? Or not?
No, it's great. And one thing is, I have schools that use it in our area. So in other
Okay.
words, I've gone to our different schools and I give them the download. And
Okay.
what they do then is they use it as far as their English class or their television classes.
Right.
And
Okay.
so they will interview their grandma or their parents, ask them, how did you meet? What
Mm-hmm.
is the story of your background? Uh,
Right.
our our whole story for me was my parents were very much in big business, and
Mm.
so we owned a portion of Red Star Yeast. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. The big yeast
No,
company here, and
sounds big already.
and
So, yeah.
it's just
Okay.
a lot of different things that they were involved in.
Okay. Well, my goodness, I have 100,000 questions now. Jeez. So before, and again, you do not mind talking about this. Is that correct or incorrect?
I don't mind what.
Talking about this.
I love it.
All right. So before the Costco interview, you were selling about 100 a month.
Mhm.
How did you get to the 100 a month in the first place? How did you get from 0 to 100?
I had I had a fella who helped me develop the website,
Someone
and
did?
he is
Yeah.
a young man. He owns a
Okay.
company now. He owns a company now called Ticker, Tykr. He is a walking computer genius, and he is the one that organically got it up to #1 on Google in no time at all.
Okay.
So it sold organically very well. And well, I've
Oh,
found this in my lifetime: if you associate yourself with smarter people than you are and be real
yep.
with them
Yep. Yep.
and be fair, pay fair,
Yep.
life will move along. I've had 83
Yep.
years of wonderful, good people that have given me help along the way without, I don't want to beg or anything else,
No,
just
no,
good
and you're
hearted
not. You're
people.
not. You're a successful businessman who's kind enough to share how he got there. That's what people want to know.
It's through kindness of other people and leapfrogging, always talking to other people and say, do you know
Yeah.
someone?
Well,
And
that's why I'm going to ask you more about Tiker, but I have more questions than I can even think to ask. I wanted to interrupt you just now to ask you another question about this.
sure.
I can't I can't remember it now because I have some mental problems myself. But so
But
you started it, you found this guy. He was a local as a kid or something or what?
which one is this now?
Taker, take, taker, take,
Oh
taker.
yeah, Ticker, Tykr.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
pronouncing it
Sean.
ticker. Okay.
Yeah, and what he developed was a program that analyzes stocks and bonds.
But I mean, it was his own invention or something.
Yes, he
And
develops.
how young or old of a person was he at the time?
He was 27.
I'll be darned.
Yes, and prior to this, he worked part time for Kohler Corporation.
Okay.
The water people make
Okay.
faucets. Yeah, he was their developer
All
for
right.
them.
So then, okay, this is good.
And
We're gonna have to let him know that we're testimonializing him here so that he can get a pat on the back.
yes, he is and not only that, he's just a genuine human being that really is so bright. And and I met him at a rummage sale. And you just say
Oh,
to some,
yeah, just serendipitous, like we've said before.
life has
All right.
been all of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Just asking questions.
So he built your website in a way that got you to the point of being able to get 100 approximately 100 sales a month
Yeah.
of your ebook at 9.95.
hmm And he helped me rewrite it. So
Rewrite the book or what?
yeah, he helped me
Okay.
rewrite the entire book.
Okay. Wow, that's okay.
And he made
All
it so
right.
that that it was interactive, so you could just click on it and the pages and all of this.
Oh, okay. The book itself is interactive. All right. Very
Yeah, he
nice.
did that, and
Indeed.
then I had it changed over, but because it was on a format that is no longer available.
Yeah,
It's
but
very,
is it still interactive or not?
no, now it's just you just go to it and you can copy and paste it.
Huh.
But
What he's
there's
calling
there are
it,
about
whatever it is.
70 some pages into this book.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you stopped having it be interactive. Was there a reason for that? What would have been the reason for that?
What, for stopping the
Why
video
did you
recording?
stop having it be interactive as a book?
Because the format changed.
Okay.
And I can't think of the name of that format right now, but
Yeah.
as the formats change, it doesn't link over to various
Okay.
websites. They can't
All
read
right.
it.
So this is going along at approximately 100 a month. And then at some point,
It
Costco comes
just,
along and says, we'd like to feature you in our internal magazine or whatever, our customer magazine.
yeah.
And they put in the link. And how soon after the publication did you see your sales increase?
Within a week.
No
Within,
kidding.
it was
And
off the charts.
did it, okay, what do you think? It went to 1,000 a month or what?
A little less than, it was less than that. But it was the idea that people are interested at that time in recording somebody else's life story.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it showed a picture of a man with a camera, video
right.
recording. And so
Okay.
they put me as a link. And most people in this business video record, but they don't teach people how to do it.
Right,
They
right.
all
So
want
true.
the
Yeah.
big dollar. And
Yeah.
I just look at it this way. The small person, the regular guy down the street in New York or in California or any other little towns, they want to do it themselves, and all they need is, you know, their phone. They can
Yeah.
record it and send
Oh
their
yeah.
their story up in the cloud.
Yeah, especially
And
now.
and
Yeah.
and you could imagine the people, the stories I've heard um, over the years. Some you don't want to repeat, and some are just
Yeah. That pig
and
fell in the mud. That's a dirty story. Yeah.
oh boy,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard them all. I've heard them
Yeah.
all. And
Yeah.
some just you
Wow.
almost want to.
So they went to maybe what, 600, 700 a month approximately. And how long did it stay at that level, do you think?
I don't know, about a year. It starts
No
falling
kidding, a
off.
year. That's crazy. Because it came out in one monthly publication, right? Or what?
Yes, that was it. And
And
you
it
and
stayed
you
that way for a year.
yeah, and if you walk into Costco, they had, I don't know if they still do it anymore. As you exited Costco, they had their magazine there called the Costco Connection. And
Okay.
I'd have to,
My God.
but they
And how many years do you think you've been doing this ebook again? 10, 12?
yes, I've been doing it for that long.
All right.
And it's just I was never in it for the money. I was in it to help people
Yeah, yeah,
tell their
yeah. I know
story.
that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just okay. So then for about a year, it clipped along at about 600 and then it started dropping off.
Yeah, it's probably dropped off to practically zero. Um,
Okay.
and and still being on the internet, number one. But I think since COVID, people have really lost interest in other people as much as I I can't believe this, that
Huh.
they they don't, family is not that important anymore. It's me.
I would have hoped that the opposite was true.
It
I
seems
would have
not.
hoped that the opposite would true. Now that,
I do too. But I talk to people,
yeah,
and I'm engaged with a lot of conversation, and all they want to do is make money and try and keep ahead of the bill collector. I heard
yeah,
something
boy.
last night on a quote that somebody said. It used to be that you used to that it was from Monday till Friday. And then when Friday came, you took a loan out,
Oh,
to cover
God.
yourself. And now
Oh,
it's from
boy.
Monday, or no, from Monday, you live from paycheck to paycheck. And now it's from Monday to Wednesday, and then you take the loan, take out a
Yeah,
loan.
yeah, yeah. No, there's a lot of that going on. And a lot of these will give you your paycheck 2 days early for a certain percentage and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just the idea that people have lost, um, they've lost the communication between mom,
Generations or
oh, yes. Um,
okay.
and people, and this is the reason I still continue to do this in my 80s, that I
Yeah,
want people to not forget their parents and their grandparents who they have put in the nursing homes and
yeah.
never visit again.
No, I feel strongly about it too. Um, that gives me lots of ideas, like doing. I did something on TikTok the other day for a chef where I put a photograph of a flower, and then over the flower I put her name, and she wanted her cell phone number.
Yes,
Your case, it might be your email, but and I'm going to measure. I've posted that obviously, and I'm going to measure how it does, and or if she gets any new business. But I am trying different things. I don't have the knowledge or the resources of these hundreds of SEO, tens of thousands of SEO companies out there.
sure.
Or I'm trying to learn artificial intelligence, but again, it's a long road, but I'm trying, and who knows, maybe someday something will click. But honestly, we do not get a lot of views. We really don't. I would say we get, well, I could go to my website right now and tell you it's not much. It's embarrassingly small. And
Uh-huh.
I'm just, thankfully I'm doing your shows for a low price. We won't say what that low price is, but you know what it is, right?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So let me go just for curiosity. Let me go over to my web YouTube channel here. I
What
don't
do you,
have a
what,
website because I can't afford it, but I have what I think is a nice YouTube channel with maybe 10. I think we've done 10 videos now or something. I'm trying to open it up here.
what's your YouTube channel? What is the title?
Oh, I don't. Let me look and see what I called it. It's not, it wants to load, but it's not loading right here. I think the thing is at Mark Isaac Potter. So it's at Mark Isaac Potter. And then the title of the show is Mark Isaac Potter Presents.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think either one of those would get you there probably. So according to this, we've got 23 videos, and not all of those are TV shows. Some of them are me chattering about Zen Buddhism or something. And so, of the ones we do have, which I think is maybe 10, I've got one here that we posted 5 days ago for a man named Nate Grossman. We've gotten 3 views so far. I've got one that might or might not be a raw video. I don't think it has any views. And then I've got one here for a coach. We did a 2-part show 7 months ago, and that one has 107 views. And then I have one that's medical, 33 views, financial show, 7 views, part 2 of the coach, 38 views.
How do you
Here's
get people to see it?
here's one with 144 views. What I do is I open up the share button on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and when that little box pops up, it gives you a chance through a link to share at Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Mix.
Yeah.
So every like 10 days or so, I'll set aside a day and I'll do the videos from one end to the other, the 10 or however many it is. And I'll take one and I'll post it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest. And then I wait an hour or maybe 2 hours
Mhm.
because the algorithms don't like you posting stuff every minute, especially Facebook.
Sure.
And then I wait, yeah, like I say, I wait about an hour, 2 hours. Then I go to the next video and I post, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr mix. And that takes about 2 days to do. So
Do
that's how I do that.
does that go to your specific audience or does it go to a general audience?
It goes to the whole world. It's
Oh,
let
okay.
me try to stop this thing. I don't remember how to stop it. Here we go. Yeah. So we've got just we're almost done. We can do another show back to back here. What was the question again?
How do you organically,
Oh,
maneuver it?
well, I do that posting, like I said. My favorite place to post, frankly, is TikTok. They
Really?
recently opened it up so that you could put a half an hour show on there. But as you already probably know, President Biden signed some legislation a few months back that will ban TikTok in 9 months from the time that he signed it. So there won't be a TikTok. So I'm trying to learn more about other sites that are not on YouTube, such as Instagram, Snapchat, Thread, um, stuff like that, just
Do
to
they have a
try to
limited
expand
time?
my, huh?
Do they have a limited time and how much you can load onto their site? Is it a half hour or 15 minutes or?
How much you can upload in any one thing. Yeah, now it used to be 10 minutes and now it's 30 minutes
Okay.
on TikTok. I don't know what restrictions other people have, but I generally don't have a problem. The only place I've had a problem so far is Facebook. It seems like if I load directly from YouTube to Facebook, and of course, they're different companies. YouTube
Mhm.
is Google, Facebook is Meta. If I load directly from there, I get some heat from Facebook. If I load it from my desktop instead of from YouTube, I get less heat. And I
Mhm.
don't I don't know why, but anyway, we are over time, so I better shut up, and otherwise we're gonna have to pay for editing, and I don't want to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another what I hope is wonderful show, visiting with Richard Liersch. And of course I couldn't shut up either, so nothing new there. So we'll talk to you next time. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.
Thanks a
We'll
lot.
probably we'll probably cut another show here if either one of us is willing. Let me go figure out how to shut this thing off. All right, kids. Love you. Let me see. How do I do this? I never can remember how to do this. I've got a pause stop button, but it's